Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here for the Taylor Talks podcast episode 3. So just a couple of updates. I am going to see Taylor Swift on Saturday in Denver, Colorado. I'm so excited. I had my Etsy update this past Saturday, July 8th. So you can always find the link to my Etsy in my description. I had some cell phone slings, a couple of bags, and jewelry, and some larger items like cardigans and a few shawls. And I'm so excited. I got my first Etsy order this year. And look at these cute little poly mailers I got. Oh my gosh. And they ordered this beautiful strawberry quartz necklace, so I'm so excited to send that off. So today we're just going to be going over some of my finished objects. I have some one very exciting one, and then we're going to go through my works in progress and some acquisitions. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you the biggest thing that I finished first, which you saw in my last podcast. I finished the ginormous ripple blanket. So this was with one of the Karen anniversary cakes. I got it when it was on clearance at Michael's. It is big and squishy and soft, and I looked up how big that crochet hook was, the Prim one that I was using. It's a 9mm. So, of course, it's bigger than my 8. But yeah, this is really, really nice, and my boyfriend has basically co-opted it into his gaming blanket now. He'll like wrap it around his head and just sit with it for hours, and it's quite cute, actually. Next, I'll show you some of the smaller items that I have finished. Let's start with these ones. So these are little cell phone slings. Just go around crossbody and it can fit your cell phone. So these fit my phone, which is an 11 Pro, and it actually fits my boyfriend's phone as well. He's got a Samsung Galaxy something, and it's in this really, really big case, so it's a beefy phone, and it fits in these as well. So I have one in white and one in brown. So just something fun, and then it would definitely fit like a tiny little like card holder as well. Yeah, so those are very fun. These are with Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, white, and then cafe au lait. And then these are my current crochet fixation bags. So, excuse me. I went to Joann's with a friend on Friday because she needed to pick up some more glue for her Taylor Swift concert outfit, and I had a $5 coupon. So I got, 6 skeins, 4 Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, and then 2 Lily's Sugar and Cream. And I'm actually almost done with the 24/7 cotton already. I finished 2 of them. So this is the color Amber, and so this is a bag. So that's one, and then here's the second one, and then here's the third one, and this one's a little bit bigger. I was actually using like the rest of the cafe au lait, the ecru, and then the amber that I had. And I think it actually like works pretty well. I think it's like really fun looking. And then I did just finish this one like before I started filming. This is in the color Bay Leaf, and this is 24/7 cotton as well. So my thought process behind these bags were kind of to be like a summer purse adjacent. So for example, like I have my book here, Twisted Games by Anna Huang. I'm reading it right now. And so my thought process was that I wanted to make bags that books could fit in. So that's kind of what it looks like. or they can be like tiny little farmer's market bags or just anything you want. So yeah. The amber one is currently listed on my Etsy, but the other ones are not yet. So let me know if you want to see them sooner and I will get my act together. And then here is the most important finished object, I would say. She's a whole cardigan! I gotta like move back and like show you all of it. So, oh my goodness, sorry, my mic is like everywhere. Come on now. So, this is my Taylor Swift The Eras Tour cardigan. And it was a finished garment in my July goals and like planning video, but I wanted to put some extra finishing details on it. And so what I decided to do was kind of play off of the really popular cardigans, the cardigan merch that she's been selling that have like the star elbow patches. And so these are Big Twist Living in the colorway Serenity. And Taylor Swift has a song called Invisible String off of Folklore that I love so much. And there's a line in it that goes, "Give me those blues and then purple pink skies." So I put, I believe it was 7 stars on each, and I just used different sized hooks to get the different sizes of the stars. And then I did something a little different. I was going to originally embroider on this, but then I realized I don't really know how to embroider very well. I can do very rudimentary things, but I was going way over the top. So what I decided to do, what I did was I took all my letters, beads, and wrote out Taylor's version on there. And then on the back, I put the names of all of the albums on my squares. So originally what I was going to do is I was just going to embroider a little TV on the ones where Taylor has re-released the album. And yeah, that could have worked, but I thought this was like so much more fun and you could see it more. So you have like Debut, Fearless TV, Speak Now TV. Comment down below your favorite vault track. I think mine is either Timeless or I Can See You. I've been watching that music video and I'm like bopping along to it. And then Midnights, Red TV, 1989, Reputation, Lover, and then Folklore and Evermore way at the bottom. And so I am just so excited to wear this. It's supposed to be pretty hot that day, but I also looked up what nights in like Colorado, like Denver are, and they get to be pretty chilly. So I'm hoping that I'll at least be able to wear it for like photos and probably after the concert. So yeah, those are my finished objects. And so let's get into my works in progress. Okay, so first, you know how I said that bags have been like my current fixation project? So here's another one. This is in Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Jute. 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 So I got 2 of these and I'm hoping that will make almost like a little beach bag, kind of a bigger tote looking thing. Yeah, so not much to say about that. I'm using, I know that this yarn calls for a 5mm or a USH, but I am actually using a G, which is a 4mm. So the stitches are quite tight, and that's actually what I was looking for, because like cotton can have a lot of give to it, especially in like these mesh stitches. So I was like, oh, I don't want it to have as much of that stretch. So I'm really excited to have this one done, hoping to get it done by this weekend, and I'm so excited. My friend is coming with me, and I was like, can we shoot some stuff? Because Denver is a beautiful city. I went there last year for work, and it's just very picturesque. Next, let's do this one. This is a raglan. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way it is supposed to be front. Yeah, okay. So this is just the beginnings of a raglan. I got a new crochet hook and I was adamant about wanting to use it soon. So this is what I have so far for a raglan. It still needs quite a few more increases. Because I think this one will be for me. I always say that. And then I'll like throw it on a hook at a show and we never know what's gonna happen. This one is actually for me. This one's a lot further along. Oh, so beautiful. Here's another raglan sweater that I've been working on. I'm almost done with one of the sleeves. So this is with the Karen's Cinnamon Swirl Cakes in the color, I believe it's Surf and Sand. They discontinued it, so thank goodness I got 3 of them right away, so that'll be enough for me to finish this. And the reason why I was so drawn to these colors is I went to school at South Dakota State University, go Jacks, and their colors are yellow and blue. So I was like, oh, it's like Jackrabbit chic. So I just thought that was really fun. I really like the colors together. I think they're pretty. My boyfriend disagrees, but bold of him to assume that it's for him, right? Yeah. This next one I showed in my first podcast, and I haven't had a whole lot of progress on it since showing it that first time, but I worked on it a lot. I had a little listening party for one, you could say, when Speak Now Taylor's version dropped. It dropped at midnight East Coast, which was 11 p.m. Central Time. And so I sat in my room listening to Spotify and knitting. So we're almost, gosh, it really doesn't look like I've made much progress. I promise I have. I'm almost done with the raglan increases. I think I only have 4 more rows, so an increase, a knit, an increase, and a knit. And then I can split for the sleeves. So it's kind of the color of this. I'm just so excited to be able to split for the sleeves. I've been having a really good time just knitting away on this, and look how bunched up all the stitches are getting. There's getting to be so many on here. So yeah, that's not too, like I said, I thought it was gonna look a lot more than what it was, so I'm just gonna put that away now in my Delicue bag. All right, and then this last one is, if I can finish this before the weekend, I swear, we're leaving Thursday night and driving through the night. I feel like I'm not going to get any sleep until then. I'm like, oh, I want to make friendship bracelets, and I want to finish this project, and this project, and this project, and coffee is my best friend. That's all I can say, because I have to pack tonight, and, because I'm going to my first Fiber Guild meeting tomorrow, and then I have an art show on Wednesday. Things are crazy right now, but so this is gonna look really colorful, but let me explain. So, do these colors look familiar to you? So I am making a hexagon cardigan with all of my leftover Eras colors. So I did 2 of each, and I'm using an 8mm hook, so the stitches are big, and that is a much bigger hook than what this yarn calls for, but it is it's so bouncy. I really want to finish it before we go. So I have, as you can see, 1 panel done. So we got Debut, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, Reputation, all that. Oh. But so because I had to use so much of this denim blue color for Midnights, since I modeled it after the poster and there was 3 panels of the blue color, I don't have much of that left. So what I decided to do for the other panel was to invert it. So as you can see, I'm kind of almost done. Once they get so big, takes so much longer to go around. So I'm on red for the second panel, and so I started at Midnights and then Evermore, Folklore, Lover. Yeah, so it's a crazy colored cardigan. These colors I would not put together, but with the meaning behind them, I think it works pretty well. So plan is to hopefully have this one done. Like I said, I have big dreams. I have big dreams and a little bit of time. So I love Taylor Swift so much. So now we'll get into acquisitions. Okay, so I have quite a bit more acquisitions. This yarn wasn't bought all at once. But I didn't mention these I had these in my last podcast, but I didn't mention them. So I bought this beautiful skein of hand-dyed yarn. It is 100% superwash merino wool from By Rachel's Hands. So it is a sock weight, 437 yards, organic merino, hand wash, lay flat to dry. And I'm going to make a shawl with this. It's a shawl that is knit stockinette all around, so and it's not knit in the round. So you knit one side and then you have to purl, but then every time you come to like a more like green part or like a more colored part, you purl. And so I just thought that was beautiful. I think this is going to be really fun. It would actually be my first knitted shawl. And it has more of what is it? Like an irregular triangle look to it, if I remember correctly. So, but I need to finish the body of my t-shirt before I can start, unless I want to buy new needles, which, what a struggle that would be. But yeah, so there's that. It's still beautiful and I'm so excited to work with it. And then I have a ton of cotton. So I got 4 skeins of Barocco modern cotton. I have well, these don't have colors on them, do they? They just have like lot numbers. That's fine. So I got this like really pretty orange color, and then I got 2 of these like golden colors. Then I got this really pretty like rose pink. And I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these 2, but I know I want to make a hat with these ones, I think. So this is 60% Pima cotton, 40% Moto rayon, 209 yards. Use a USH 5mm hook. So, and this is like the softest cotton I've ever felt. I swear, it's just like so beautiful. I've never worked with Pima cotton before. I'm really excited. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have, look at this. I've been eyeing this in my local yarn store for months, I swear. This is, what's this one? Malabrigo, in the colorway 950 Pastels. It is a worsted DK, 205 yards, 100% Pima cotton, hand wash, dry flat. And it says needle size US 5/6. It doesn't have a crochet size, but based on the other ones and looking at this, you could use a 5 or a 4. So here, I'll just show you. So, yeah, I think I want to make a bag with this. I've been wanting to make like a nice market bag for myself because I've been making so many to sell, but I've been like kind of waiting to find the perfect cotton to like make myself a bag, and I think that is it. And I talked with the yarn store owner, and she said that Pima cotton is a longer fiber, so that it would probably be good for those accessory type things. We'll try it. We'll try anything once, right? And then I have a tulle. So I am a clover crochet girly. That's what I really like. I used to have all of like the really thin, just like straight aluminum needle or straight aluminum hooks. And once I really started getting into like my fiber crafts and crocheting pretty much every night after work, from the time I get off till the time I go to bed, my hands started to really hurt. So I invested in clover hooks. Like whenever I had a new project and I was like, oh, I need this size hook, then I would just go get one from the store. And I am not normally someone who uses wooden crochet hooks, but I saw this at my local yarn store. It is I looked on their website. I believe they're all hand carved crochet hooks, and this is by Laurel Hill. This is a size H because that is what I use the most. And so I like saw them next to all the clover hooks because I'm like, oh, let me just like take a little look. And I saw this and I was like, oh, that is a very interesting, like, what's the word, shape. And then I held it in my hands like this and I was like, that feels nice. That feels really good. So I got it and I'm trying it out. I'm actually using it to crochet this buttercream one. And so all of these are trebles, and if you see the shaft here, it's quite narrow before it starts to get a lot like bigger into the thumb rest. So I'm not sure I would use this hook again to do treble crochets, but I think like doubles, singles, half doubles, and mesh, I think would work really, really well. I'm gonna finish it because like once you start with a certain hook, you don't want to change hooks because every hook's just like a tiny bit different, even if they're the same size. So really enjoying this. It was only $10, which for a nicely made hook, more than well worth the money in my opinion. But yeah, so those are my acquisitions. Okay, so that is all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a reminder to follow me on my Instagram at Tady Creations, and if you were interested in any of the items that I had here today, specifically like the bags that I've crocheted, let me know in the comments below and I will definitely make it a priority to get those up on my Etsy. I also will be showing more of those on my Instagram, like I mentioned before. And I'm so excited. I plan on filming quite a bit in Denver, and yeah, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching. Bye.